Hello, I'm a Bullis Student Tutor. In this video, we will be working to solve percentage problems. Solving these problems will become an easy task if we understand what a percent is. Really quickly, I want to show you that percents can come in many shapes and forms. Percent can be translated to mean per 100, so it's asking for an amount per 100. Take 50%. It's asking what is 50 per 100, which can be simplified down to the fraction 1/2. Now we know that we can change a fraction into a decimal by dividing the numerator by the denominator. By doing so, we get 0.5. Now just from doing that, we have percents in three different forms: as the percent itself, as a fraction, and as a decimal. As we begin to do our problems, being able to change a percent to a fraction into a decimal will be crucial to helping us find an answer. To actually answer the question, what is a percent? A percent is a part over a whole. To prove this, I want to use the popular pizza example. So we have a full 8-slice pizza. Our friends eat 4 slices of the pizza. What percent of the pizza did we eat? This is asking us what percent is 4 slices of the 8 slices. Our whole pizza has 8 slices. The part of the pizza we ate had 4 slices. To find the percent, we just need to simplify that down and then change our fraction into a decimal. This can be simplified down to 1/2, which is equal to 0.5 as a decimal, and as we proved before, we can change our decimal into a percent. So, by eating 4 slices of the full 8-slice pizza, we ate 50% of the pizza. Let's apply what we just learned to an actual problem. 154 hours is 80% of what? Now remember, a percent is part over whole. So our percent, which is 80%, is equal to our part, which is going to be 154, and we are looking for what 154 is 80% of, so we're looking for our whole. If you remember back to the slide where we were talking about how percents can be seen in many shapes and forms, 80% can also be written as 0.8. 0.8 is equal to 154 over x. Now, to find our answer, we have to get x by itself. To get that x by itself, we need to do the inverse operation. So we're going to multiply both sides by x to get it at the denominator. So 0.8x equals, cross out the x's, 154. And then last, we're going to get that x by itself, so we're going to perform the inverse operation. 0.8 is being multiplied by the x, so we're going to divide it. So 0.8 divided by 0.8, and we get x is equal to 154 divided by 0.8, and x is equal to 192.5. So going back to our problem, we have 154 hours is 80% of 192.5 hours. And originally we started out with a percent is equal to a part over a whole. So what we're saying here is 80% is equal to 154, which is part of the whole amount, 192.5. And that looks like a final answer, so 192.5 final answer in that problem is good to go. And another problem, what percent of 38 tons is 25.5 tons? Remember back to percent is equal to part over whole. Our part is 25.5 tons, and our whole is 38 tons. And real quickly, if this part over whole idea is still confusing you, I want to draw a quick visual representation about what I'm talking about. Pretend this is a 38-ton stack of metal, and you only want 25.5 tons, we'll pretend that's about right here, you're asking what percent is this 25.5 of the whole 38 tons? So in this problem, we're reinforcing the idea the percent, the 25.5 tons is of the 38 tons, is a ratio between the 25.5 tons, which is part of the whole amount, the 38 tons, which is where we derive the formula 25.5 over 38. And back to our problem, if we divide the numerator by the denominator, we will get the decimal 0.671, just about, and we learned before that we can change a decimal into a percent by moving the decimal over 2 places since it's out of 100. So our final answer is 25.5 tons is 67.1% of 38 tons. And that looks like a good final answer. In this last slide, I want to do a rapid recap of the whole lesson while also introducing a cool way to derive 2 other formulas from this one formula. So we started out with percent equals part over whole. In this problem, we are playing around with 3 variables, percent, part, and whole. So we can make a formula to get each variable by itself. We can get the part by doing the inverse operation and multiplying the whole. So we get the part is equal to the whole times the percent. And we can derive the whole formula from the part formula. The whole is being multiplied by the percent to get the part. So do the inverse operation and divide the percent to get the whole by itself. You get part over percent equals whole. And that's the really cool thing about these problems. By understanding a percent is equal to a part over a whole, we were able to derive 3 different formulas, which makes solving these problems that much easier. This has been a Bullis Student Tutors video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to check out the rest of the videos on our page. Thanks for watching!